Hi everyone, this is Miss Mariah, and this is our Adult Story Hour at the Allen County Public Library. It is a story hour designed for adults with special needs. And what we have learned going into the second year of this program is it really forms friendships and a little community. So us not being able to meet has been very, very difficult. But fingers crossed, vaccines are going out, numbers are going down. Hopefully in the next, maybe a few months, I can't promise anything. I'm just hoping, speculating and hoping that we'll get back together very soon. And in the meantime, I'm just hoping that everyone is safe and taking care of themselves and having compassion for one another, because we are all feeling this change in our world. So hang in there, my peeps. Soon, very, very soon. So I didn't do one at the end of December, which I typically, I leave that because everybody's running around, everybody's exhausted, and it's just not a good time for, finding a little bit of time to watch a video or come to a program, what have you. So I'm starting off January. Now January is a kind of a blah month. It's cold, it's kind of dark, although today we've got plenty of sunshine, so I'm happy about that. It's actually kind of warm outside. So I'm reading a book called When Winter Comes. The author is Nancy Van Laan, and it is Simon & Schuster. And we appreciate them giving us permission to read this book on our YouTube channel. And of course, it'll go over to Facebook. So let's read this. And I've got a really, really fun craft. It's a suncatcher snowman. I'm a huge fan of stained glass windows. And anytime that I can imitate that or do something that makes me, think about stained glass windows, makes me happy. And it's super fun, and Miss Melissa colored our snowman parts for us, so all I have to do is cut them out and glue them together for you guys. And the kits are gonna be upstairs by the front door. You guys ready? All right. When Winter Comes. And it's a very pretty book too. Where do the leaves all go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? See, I told you, it's a very pretty book. The leaves go tumbling down, snow their blanket, their bed is the ground. Where do the flowers go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? I found out my dog really loves snow. Their petals wilt, but their seeds burrow down to rest beneath the leaves' golden crown. So even the top part, if it dies, the seeds are down in the soil where it stays warmer. Where do caterpillars go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? Inside their cocoons so tightly wound, waiting for spring to bring green to the ground. And we've all seen these little white, fluffy cotton looking cocoons. Caterpillars and other insects that need to stay warm for a while. Where do the songbirds go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? We have an empty nest right outside the library, and occasionally I'll look in because the bushes are bare right now. There's no one home right now. South they fly, warm weather bound, to bask in the sun on the soft mossy ground. Where, oh where do the field mice go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? Some of them come into Miss Mariah's house. I don't like that. Field mice tunnel under the ground and rest in a nest thick with thistle down. Let's see, here they are, down in the ground. And thistle down is, you'll see the thistles out in the fields, the purple flowers, and you'll see that white stuff. That's what that is. Where, oh where do the dappled deer go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? Dappled deer wander making no sound. They rest closely knit under trees in a mound. They huddle together and lay together for the warmth. Where, oh where do the fish all go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? Deep under they swim when the pond's ice bound. In the dark they quietly circle around. Where, oh where does our little one go when winter comes and the cold winds blow? In a warm, warm bed when winter comes round, listening to the wind with its gusting sound, watching the snow as it falls to the ground. That's some of the best naps when I was a kid. I'd be outside and get cold and I'd get all warm. Snuggled deep, fast asleep. See, I told you it was such a good book. It's kind of just soft and sort of like January. January, you know, we had some weird weather last night with some thunderstorms, but we do live in Kentucky. But typically January is just kind of soft because February it's probably going to get extremely cold and we're really going to have to bunker down and stay warm. January is just, meh, it's just kind of here and it, you know, it can be cold, it can be warm, you don't know. Snow, thunderstorms. So that was when winter comes. It was hard for me to read it upside down. So next, we are going to make a craft. And like I said, it's a sun catcher snowman. So I'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, happy to have you back. And we're going to do our sun catcher snowman. Now, when you get your craft, you'll have this sheet right here. And it shows what they, of course, I jazzed it up a little. I added color. This is the supplies in the kit. This is what you'll need at home. You'll need glue, scissors, crayons, or markers. So most everybody has that at home. And this is really fun. They called for contact paper, but our director Sheila's like, why don't you try to laminate? So to make it super easy, and most people don't have clear contact paper at home, I cut out a bunch of tissue paper and then I laminated it. So you'll get this. And I've held him up to the sunlight and he is so cool looking. You can hang this in a window in your house or wherever, but mine's gonna hang in my kitchen window. So you'll have this laminated sheet. And Miss Melissa, some of you guys know her, I had her go ahead and color these sheets for me. That would save time during the craft video. So you'll have 2 template sheets. Okay, and then a little baggie with some black dots for his mouth. All right, so when you get these template sheets, they will not be colored in. So you guys will have to color. That's where the crayons or markers come into play. So what we're going to do is quickly go ahead. Let's look. Okay, good. Miss Chelsea has a marker over here. I was like, oh, shucks, I forgot a marker, but Miss Chelsea's got one. And the longest part of this is actually, you know, just the prep work, the coloring and cutting out, but of course, right? So when you color your snowman, like his earmuffs, his scarf, any color you want, guys. Y'all know how I feel about that. This is your craft, your project. I'm just giving you the basics. You guys can color it and make it yours. If you need something, you know, a certain color, you can paint it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my scissors and very carefully just poke a hole in my centerpiece. And then I'm just gonna come out and I'm gonna just cut out the center. And if you feel like this might not be easy for you, or you're just kind of worried that you'll mess it up, just have somebody in your family say, hey, can you just help me out with this real quick? And I'm sure that they would be more than happy to help you. I'm not particularly fond of cutting out the center circles either. So the bottom part of your snowman, and I'm just gonna, again, without cutting myself or messing up my snowman, just poke a hole, and then I'm going to start around. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I hope everybody was safe and not sick, and you got pretty much what you wanted. We can't always get what we want, but we can enjoy what we get, right? Okay, so here's your snowman. Oh, where's his insides? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this on here. I'm gonna take this marker. You can use any marker, ink pen, whatever, just very carefully, because you don't wanna mark up your snowman. And just go around the edges. Ah, there we go. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect because, like I said, you're going to be cutting this out. Okay, so there's that. And then we go in here. Oh, no, we don't. See, Miss Mariah already messed up. Don't do the inside circle, just do the outside of your snowman. See, I already messed up, guys. If we'd been in our program, I know a couple of you would be like, don't, stop. What are you doing? You're gonna mess it up. Okay, so I'm gonna then cut out the snowman shape that we just traced with our snowman outline. When I was doing the prototype, this little guy, it was so much fun. Because I was like, oh, how's he gonna look? And when he turned out, I was like, I'm so proud of him. Okay, voila, okay? So, and you just throw that away, because you won't need it anymore. So here we are, here's the sun is gonna come through. And I'm just gonna lay this down and kind of make sure that All right. Oh, sorry. There we go. Then I'm going to take my glue stick, and if you just, all you have is like bottle glue, that'll work too. Glue stick's just a little less messier. And I'm just going along my snowman cut out. And then I'm just going to lay it on top. Of my laminated sheet with my tissue paper in it. And there you go. Okay. Yay. So, Miss Melissa, I told her, I said, color it however you want. Because she was looking at mine, and of course I stayed extremely basic, you know, with the black eyes and the black buttons and all that. Miss Melissa got fancy with it, which is amazing. I'm glad she did. She gave us blue buttons, and she even put the little black dots in there for the buttonholes. She's so awesome. So we're cutting out our 3 buttons. And of course, you guys all know where these go. I find myself singing the Frosty the Snowman song while I was doing this at work the other day, because, you know, he is the most famous snowman, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little dot of glue on his belly for each one of the buttons. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Lay that aside. Now I've got his nose, which is a triangle. Okay. And I'm just gonna put some glue on here. You might get a little glue on you, I apologize. Okay, and then I'm just gonna glue it on there just like that. All right. Oh, our lights went out. Oh no. But that's okay. They do that just about 10 minutes, the lights go out. But we've got enough sunlight coming in. In fact, hold on guys. I don't like plugging in the ring light when I'm reading because it reflects off my glasses and I can't see very well, but I'll turn it on for this. All right, so we're gonna put 2 glue dots for our snowman's eyes. See? Awesome. Just put that trash over there. And this little baggie that you're gonna have with your kit. What I did was I took a hole punch, one of the little handheld ones, and punched out a bunch of little dots out of construction paper. You should have 6 in there because I figured that should be plenty. And let's see how I can do this and not be terribly messy about it. Got a little glue on my finger. So I'm picking up with that little bit of glue residue, and I'm putting glue on the other side, and then I'm just kind of peeling them off onto the snowman's face. That one didn't work as well as I was hoping. There we go. All right. So now our snowman has a face. Next are the earmuffs. And I don't know if any of you like wearing earmuffs, but I kind of do. Of course, you know, I have my beanies. You guys that know me have probably seen me in my beanies. But when my head's kind of hot, but like the wind is blowing, I'll wear my earmuffs. It just kind of keeps the wind out of my ears, and I don't sweat as bad. Miss Melissa colored these. She made the earmuffs blue and a red strap, like the headband part. So I'm cutting around, just like that. So I got the two muff parts. And now I'm gonna cut out the headband. In fact, it might be easier just to cut this sheet in half, kind of help you get in there better and angle it, because this is probably the most difficult one that you're gonna cut out, because it is at that angle and it's narrow, so you don't want to cut off too much of it. Okay, got that part. Let's see here. Takes Miss Mariah's brain a second to figure out how she wants to continue with it. Now, as I said, it's narrow, so be careful when you're cutting out the middle part that you don't get your fingers. So you'll want to go a little slower on this part, right? Because even safety scissors are sharp. I found out the hard way. Yep. Okay, so here's our headband. I'm going to put glue on the bottom part of our headband. See, right here and then right here. I'm going to take the ear part and just stick them on. Oh, there it is. And there's no certain way, any wrong way or right way that you do that. So now you got your earmuffs. Now it's time to put them on your snowman. So you're gonna look at him and kind of, because you want the headband part to be up just a little bit, okay, above his head. So there's a little bit of a gap. So I'm just gonna put some glue here, some glue here, here and here, that purple is. And I'm just gonna scoot them up just a little bit to give us that gap. There we go. Ah, not quite, right? Okay, there you go. You have your earmuffs on. So now we're gonna cut out his arms. And again, I'm going to cut that sheet down, make it a little easier to maneuver. And again, if cutting this stuff out makes you a little nervous, like you might mess it up, I know all you guys, I know all the guys that come to my program, you guys have people with you that will help you. Y'all got some pretty awesome families. Okay. Arm one. And they're not made in any certain way that you have to make sure that one arm is, you know, on a certain side or anything. So it's all good. There are certain sensory videos out there that actually the sound of cutting is very soothing, very relaxing. I just thought about that. There's one video I always like to watch when I was at the primary center. It was somebody shaving soap. It was it was actually so relaxing. Okay. We're just gonna stick that arm there. Put glue on the bottom part of this guy, or this side's arm. And we're gonna put it over here. So there you go. And the last step is his scarf, because, I mean, he's outside. He needs to stay warm, right? Miss Melissa colored this orange with some stars on it, which is really, really cool. Scoot all my scraps over there. So here's the scarf. So the scarf goes like this. Okay. And it will overlap one of his arms. So I'm just going to put glue in the middle, like right there, where it goes across the neck of the snowman. Press it down. And you have a sun catcher snowman. And I mean, they're terribly, terribly adorable. Look at them. It'd be the husband and the wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatever. But when you put them up in front of the window, it is very, very neat looking. The sun comes through, and that tissue paper is you can almost see through it. And there's little bitty tiny gaps in there between the little scraps, and the light catches that. Super cool. So I want to thank you guys for being with me today to listen to our book When Winter Comes, and to make our snowman sun catcher. That's kind of a tongue tie, isn't it? A tongue twister, and it got me tongue tied. This is super fun. And like I said, I'm going to hang mine in my kitchen, so when you walk through, you can see the sun coming through it. And I just, again, want to thank you guys for being with me today. And I hope that all of you are well, and I miss you all. And until next month, I'll see you guys. You stay warm, you stay safe, you stay healthy, and you stay kind. All right? Bye.